Hello everyone, welcome to KFCS and Sports Speed, one of your favorite channels. So today we have so many things to discuss. First, we will discuss about India wins, and after that, we will talk about the thriller of the Test match. So good cricket going these days. We are enjoying almost all the format. So we have a guest. First we have Harshit and then Rahul. So coming to Rahul. So Rahul, how much you are excited after this win? Means I thought that Australia can win it, but well done our spinners. Credit to our spinners Ravi Bishnoi and Akshar Patel for economical spell.
Yeah, not just Akshar Patel, Ravi Bishnoi did well. Even Deepak Chahar, he got a couple of wickets today. So our bowling really did well. Different kind of match today compared to the first three matches where we saw really high scores. Seen a bit of a middling match in this game where we didn't see 200 scores in the first innings. India scored only 174, and we had to really bowl well today. Today was a real test for the bowling, and they came through.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so coming to Harshit. Harshit, Harshit, can you hear me?
हेलो।
यस
आवाज
हर्षित
आ
हाँ आवाज आ रही है। ओके तो हर्षित कैसा लग रहा है भारत की जीत और जिस तरह से जीता है काबिल तारीफ। अच्छा डिफेंड किया।
ठीक है। ठीक है बट आवेश खान मेरे को ठीक नहीं लग रहा।
अवेश खान है भी नहीं अगले सीरीज में। अवेश खान के अलावा बॉलिंग कैसी है?
यार बॉलिंग ठीक है लेकिन स्पिनर और चाहिए मिडिल ओवर्स के लिए।
ओके
अक्षर
ओके
पटेल
सो
को
गुड
बैटिंग।
क्वेश्चन। Yeah, Rahul, this is another good question. Means I was also very surprised when I see the three fast bowlers in Indian conditions. I think one more spinner can be used here. Can be the type of wicket in Raipur.
Yeah, definitely India could have used one more spinner. I
Washington
guess,
Sundar.
yeah, perhaps Washington Sundar could have been selected in this game, but
And who
he
knows
didn't
if
get
he
selected.
bats till 20 overs, score can be around 190.
Yes, absolutely. He can definitely contribute some useful runs down the order. Surprised not to see Washington Sundar in the playing 11. Big surprise.
Yeah, well, congratulations to Surya Kumar Yadav as a captain. Finally, you won the series, and you have to go competitive tour
बट
also South Africa.
2024 में कैप्टनसी करेगा मेरे को ठीक नहीं लग रहा।
कौन?
रोहित
सूर्या?
शर्मा 2024 टी20 वर्ल्ड कप।
यार ये तो अब मैं क्या बोलूँ ये अब इस पे तो बहस करूंगा तो मैं बहुत ज्यादा हो जाएगा। राहुल मीन्स व्हाट इज योर टेक ऑन इट मीन्स टीम इज क्रिएटिंग बाय सूर्य कुमार यादव कैप्टेंसी बट finally captaincy will be taken by Rohit Sharma in World Cup. So how unfair it is with Surya Kumar Yadav?
To be very frank, I don't. I haven't seen any reports really confirming that Rohit Sharma will be captaining the T20 World Cup for India yet. And you see, this is the problem with not just the players themselves, but the selectors too. In fact, selectors have to put their foot down and say Rohit and Kohli cannot play. They have to put their foot down and say that if you're missing 1.5 years of T20 format, you can't play a T20 World Cup. It doesn't matter what reason you missed it for, whether you were prioritizing the ODI World Cup or Test cricket or not. If you don't play a T20 format for 1.5 years, you can't just come back to World Cup and be the captain of the team. I don't think it has ever happened in the history of cricket where one captain between two World Cups. He captains two consecutive World Cups and then but doesn't even play a single match in between those two World Cups. It doesn't make any sense, according to me, to bring Rohit Sharma back into the team. But I'm surprised by how many people are talking as though Virat and Rohit returning to the team is like a given. It's like etched in stone that they will come back and play in the team. I'm surprised how many people are thinking that way, but it is very unfair when somebody else has been captaining the team, uh, and so many others have been captaining the team, as a matter of fact, throughout the last year or so. and then during the World Cup time, you just come back and come back to Rohit Sharma, and you don't let them captain the team. To be frank, and people defend this by saying bilaterals are meaningless. There is no use in playing this. But what about the people who are playing the bilateral series? These series are still happening, and players are still getting a chance to play for India in these games. So then, if you're not going to use these games to even promote the talent of upcoming players who have done well in the IPL, nor are you going to use these matches for preparing for the World Cup, then why have bilateral series? Might as well scrap, not have bilaterals, just play only the World Cup, play only IPL, and go to the World Cup. Why have bilaterals if you're not going to use it, put it to good use?
ओके। ओके हर्षित, आपसे क्वेश्चन है, मतलब ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम कैसी लगी? मतलब बॉलिंग अटैक तो बिल्कुल न्यू है। बेन डॉरिशियस जिस तरह से उन्होंने शानदार स्पेल डाला
ऑस्ट्रेलिया के
हुआ
तो
है
सब
बीबीएल में, बीबीएल जैसी परफॉर्मेंस आई आज
बट्स
डॉरिशियस से।
मैथ्यू वेड का ही तो 100 150 के ऊपर स्ट्राइक रेट था।
बिल्कुल। Rahul, Australian bowlers are playing like a big bash league, like a BBL, 3 wickets for Mauritius, 2 for Berendorf, and 2 for Tanvir Sangha.
Yeah, Australia definitely has their Big Bash League players playing in this series, and actually, the same problem the question has to be asked of Australia, because so many players, they do well in the Big Bash League. They show the promise in the Big Bash League, but they don't get a chance to play for the Australian team when it comes to the World Cups. But you have Mitchell Stark, Pat Cummins, and Josh Hazelwood as your main three bowlers in the T20 lineup. Yes, last year, 2021 T20 World Cup, they ended up winning the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yes, but last year, what happened? They were playing World Cup in Australia in their own home, and they could not even reach the semi-final. So it's time to change. They have to change that T20 team now. You've got Tim David in the team, who is a very good hitter. You have Glenn Maxwell already. Okay, fine. Glenn Maxwell, he's not a test player anyway, and he plays the Big Bash League completely, while Australia plays the Test series. He doesn't play Test match cricket. That is fine, but you really have to question why Stark, Hazelwood, and Cummins, who don't really play the Big Bash League much, and hardly play too many bilateral T20 series either. They don't play every T20 bilateral series. Why they are being automatically selected in the World Cup squad? While Australia has done very well, this team is very good for ODI cricket. These players may be very good at T20 cricket too. But now, last T20 World Cup, they have failed on home soil, so they have to change a few things up. And I think it's time now for Australia to take that step of giving these new players a chance to play the Big Bash League. Sorry, to play the T20 World Cup.
Yeah, of course. So let's see how things will goes on. But Rahul, one thing is that Australian team, whether they plays in bilateral, but in World Cup, they are coming like a champion. हर्षित, कितनी इस बात से कितना एग्री करोगे कि कुछ भी हो जाए, ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम कैसा भी खेले बायलेटरल्स में, लेकिन वर्ल्ड कप के टाइम पे ये टीम चैंपियन की तरह खेलती है, चाहे
हाँ
कोई भी
हाँ,
टीम हो।
बिल्कुल।
आप हरा नहीं सकते इनको, मतलब कुछ भी हो जाए।
केएल राहुल टेस्ट मैच में विकेट कीपिंग में सरप्राइज है।
अरे बहुत सारे सरप्राइज यार, इंडिया टीम की तो बात ही मत करो, मतलब सरप्राइज सरप्राइज देते हैं। इतने सरप्राइज तो कोई किसी को नहीं देता। ओके तो गाइज अब चलते हैं सबसे जबरदस्त मैच जो कि अभी चल रहा है, बांग्लादेश वर्सेस न्यूजीलैंड। हर्षित, क्या हो गया न्यूजीलैंड को अचानक? आवाज आ रही है हर्षित?
हाँ, आ रही है, आ रही है।
Yeah. Okay, let's come to Rahul. Rahul, tell me what
Yes.
happens to New Zealand suddenly? Only 3 wickets remaining for New Zealand to win it.
Yeah, well, Bangladesh is on course for a very
Hunting.
historic
Tiger is going to
win.
hunt.
I mean, this is probably, yeah, it's definitely a defeat that's going to hurt for New Zealand. Actually,
Um,
Bangladesh has already defeated New Zealand in the 2021-2023 World Test Championship cycle. Now they're on their way to doing it at home in Bangladesh now. I think it's nevertheless it is a big win for Bangladesh. It is a huge gain
Rahul, can we
because
say, yeah, Rahul, can we say about that this is a teamwork, complete teamwork. First innings 310 and second innings you are making 338.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's not definitely not a flat wicket, but it's not been a a rank turner that we've seen in India either. So it's been a very sportive wicket, and now the wicket has deteriorated a bit, and New Zealand has really crumbled under pressure. We can see that. And
But
I think
yes, Rahul, if I talk about some good players like Mushafiqur Rahim, Mehdi Hassan Miraz, before series we are talking about Mehdi Hassan Miraz, his contribution in absence of Shakib Al Hasan. So can we say that finally Mehdi Hassan Miraj is somehow going to manage a place of Shakib Al Hasan with a bowling, with a batting?
yes, yes, absolutely, and he's been on the radar for like 6 or 7 years right now. He's always been a very talented player, a player with a lot of potential, and he's really come through in this match for Bangladesh. So yeah, really good for him. He scored a unbeaten half century, and he's capable of getting wickets with the ball as well. He's gotten a wicket in the first innings, and now in the second innings, too, he has got a wicket. So he's a very good bowler. I'm sure he can maybe pick up these last three wickets tomorrow, or maybe Taijul Islam will continue
Another
bowling.
fiver. Another fiver.
Yeah, another five for but Bangladesh. One thing, right now they have a chance to. They can really make a statement with this win because they've always had decent spinners, and they can be very competitive in spin friendly conditions.
Yeah.
So with this win, they can really make a statement that their home ground is like their fortress, and they can really make get a dominant record at home, like many teams like India and Australia and New Zealand have done over the years. And if they really can become dominant at home, one day they can start contending for the World Test Championship final. At the moment, they're used to finishing at the bottom in Test cricket, but if they do well at home, then they can really carry that confidence to overseas and try to win test matches there as well. So this win will really make a very good statement for Bangladesh. And already a few years ago, in Bangladesh itself, in 2016 they won a test match against England, and in 2017 they won a test match against Australia. Last year they're very close to defeating India in a test match and drawing the series, but India managed to win, and now they're on course for defeating New Zealand. So this team, and against West Indies as well, actually in 2021. Let's not forget, both those test matches were very competitive. West Indies chased down a target of close to 400 in the first test match, and they defended 230 odd in the second match, like by a very narrow margin. So Bangladesh is very competitive at home, and if they can start winning matches at home, then they will, become a threat, and they will not be seen as a team where you can just play them and you can get 12 points just like that.
Yeah, okay. Rahul, one another thing in this series is means in this match, Mani Mulhaq. If I talk about Mani Mulhaq, he was a former captain of Bangladesh, and after 9 years, he is going to bowl a what a spell, 5 runs, 3 wickets. So career-defining spell for him means he will definitely think about this spell every time whenever he will talk about his career. His 3 wickets are Glenn Phillips and 2 bowler wickets. So how much Manimul Haq will be very excited with this spell? After 9 years, you are going to bowl.
Yeah, he'll be very thrilled for sure about this bowling spell, and that too, I always say finishing off the tail. It doesn't matter if they're bowlers' wickets, because finishing off the tail is also an art, and you have to do that if you want to win matches. You can't let the tail wag and hope to win matches on a regular basis. So Mominul Haq did that very well, and actually in a very crucial stage, because if you look at it, this Jamieson and Saudi were having a partnership. New Zealand was 266 for 8 at stumps,
Yes.
and Jamieson and Saudi were getting a good partnership going, and they got New Zealand a first innings lead. So if Mominul Haq didn't get those 2 wickets in that situation, they could have gone on and made built a huge lead for New Zealand, and perhaps made things a little complicated for Bangladesh. Because he got those 2 wickets, New Zealand only got a 7-run lead in the first innings, and basically, if you have just a 7-run lead in the first innings, the match is pretty much evenly poised. It's as good as starting from 0 for 0.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
So
think you've asked me that question before, Abhinav. Well, I have an Indian flag with me. If you if you
okay,
want,
okay,
I'll
okay,
take it
okay,
out again.
okay, okay, okay. It's the comment section. Okay, Abhinav. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
here I
Yeah.
have Indian flag.
No comments, Abhinav. Okay, welcome, Krishna. How are you? I think you have won the. You have seen the match of India versus Australia. I think you enjoyed that also.
Yeah, even I followed New Zealand versus Bangladesh also because it was at morning, so I followed that also. And
Yeah,
actually, Kunal, the problem was with they were batting very defensive. They means it is Test cricket,
I
but
think they totally depend on Kane
they were
Williams.
batting too defensive.
No Kane, no win.
Yeah, and I don't know why Tom Latham is not performing since the World Cup, and you have kept him. He's not performing in Test cricket recently. 2021 also he had a poor Test season, and you're backing him. You should have actually picked Rachin Ravindra or William. They would have given you 50 plus scores, and Rachin Ravindra with the ball also he will give wickets. So I think Rachin Ravindra should Conway, and Conway is also not scoring runs for you. I thought he's a good player of spin, but he's not scoring runs. Can you listen?
Yes, yes, I am listening you. Continue. Rahul Iyer, some political comment for
I
you
think in the
from
next
Abhinav.
test, XI.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Okay, so Krishna,
No, I'm saying
what you will
Rachin.
say about yeah, Rajit Ravinder?
Yeah, I feel Rachin
Mr. Abhinav,
Ravindra
one thing,
should
living in
come
the
in the
US, so
XI in the
nothing wrong
second
with
test,
wearing a
Kunal.
US shirt. I think I can be
Yeah,
excused.
yeah, okay, continue. Krishna, continue.
Yeah, I'm saying that Ajaj Patel also leaked 120 runs. I thought he will concede less runs, but today also today also he leaked 120 runs. So I think this bowling is not that attack. It's not that great of New Zealand. They are like how other but they are in bench. Rachin Ravindra is a good spinner. Satner is also a good spinner. So I think Satner should come because this Jamieson is not getting you wickets. Uh, he's not giving you 20. Satner will give you in depth and his spin quality. He's a good quality spinner. So I think Satner should come in place
Yes, of course.
Sachin Ravindra should come in place of Leather poor means they performed very poor and the Pacers are not getting that wickets. They are dependent on Patel and Glenn Phillips, part timer like Judge Patel. He's conceding so many runs in
Yeah, I understand, Krishna. I think I know there's some issue of network.
Well, actually,
So,
you
so
see,
Rahul,
the
his
thing
point
is,
is great.
uh, they're
Ajaz Patel is a
running
left-arm
also
spin
late,
bowler,
especially
so
this
he's
Nick
similar type to Mitchell Santner and Rachin Ravindra. So you can't have each Sodhi offers variations in the bowling. Hence, he's being chosen in the team. I think it is a fair selection. I don't think you can really select Rachin Ravindra and Mitchell Santner based on their white ball cricket form. You have to see how they're doing in red ball cricket.
Yeah, we have to see Rachit
Yeah,
Ravinder,
but
but
Rahul Iyer, but Satnar bowled very well in Test cricket in recent times, and he's very good in New Zealand. Also, he bowled very well against Pakistan and Bangladesh. And this Ajaz Patel is a good quality spinner, but in this series, he's not performing. He's leaking so many runs. He lit 126 just for 3 wickets, and in these Bangladeshi conditions, if you leak so many runs, your score will definitely be 300 plus, and 300 plus chasing in Bangladesh is very difficult, and especially your openers are not in form, they're not scoring runs, you're dependent on, so it is not easy for New struggling 170 for 7 wickets.
To be frank, you can't blame Ijaz Patel for New Zealand struggling with the bat. But the fact is, Ijaz Patel was able to get 4 wickets in the second innings. Yes, it was a little bit expensive. He went at 4 runs and over, but he was able to get 4 wickets and also finished the tail off fairly quickly. So you can't give too much of blame for Ejaz Patel. And in the first innings too, actually he was not that expensive. He went at just over 3 runs and over, but he got 2 wickets for 76 runs. So I don't think there's too much blame you can lay on Ejaz Patel. It's just New Zealand spinners, batsmen have not played Taijul Islam well in the second innings, and that is why they're in this position. Otherwise, this match is going kind of neck and neck.
yeah. So we have to give some credit to Mushafiqur Rahim also the way he capitalized his innings. He 50 plus runs, and of course, if we talk about Nazmul Hussain Shanto, what a great series for him! And playing against New Zealand in any condition is always not an easy. It is very difficult, but the way Bangladesh is played, really great. Uh, we should not forget that New Zealand is your uh, World Test Championship champion, first World Test Championship champion. So, in that way, I
Yeah,
think this is a
and
good achievement.
Kunal, even
yes,
Bangladesh
absolutely,
defeated New
it is a
Zealand.
good achievement.
Kunal, you remember Bangladesh defeated New Zealand in New Zealand
Yeah,
in one Test match, and that Test match was historic Test match. They won by 8 wickets in New Zealand against New Zealand. To beat New Zealand in home also at away also. When Ross Taylor's, I think it was his uh, last Test match. I think against Bangladesh. In the first Test match, New Zealand lost against Bangladesh, and that gave Bangladesh confidence that we can defeat New Zealand in any conditions. So they know how to defeat New Zealand in 2021 as well. So they have players there. They batted well in New Zealand as well. So I wouldn't surprised that they batted well in this match also. If you see Mehdi Hasan Miraj also scored a good 50 runs at the end, and even the tailenders wagging. Tajul Islam also scoring 10 50. So their batting under Shanto is not been that disappointment. But when Shakib is not there, so other players are stepping up. Like Shanto actually stepped up. Jason Roy is also at opening. He stepped up in the first innings. So uh, it has not been disappointed by Bangladeshi innings. And Mushifiqur Rahim is experienced player, so we all expect him runs for Bangladesh because Mahmudullah is in bench. So we all expect and Shakib also not playing this series. So we all expect that experienced players of Bangladesh should.
yeah, of course. So let's see how things will goes on, but it is very difficult for Daryl Mitchell also. Daryl Mitchell has to play like Ben Stokes. If you want to make 219 runs in day 5, you have to play like Pant and Ben Stokes. Then you can definitely win it.
To be honest, Ben
Or
Stokes,
even Kyle Metz,
innings
Kunal,
and
runs
Rishabh
in
Pant's
Bangladesh
innings
pitch.
have come To be
Yeah,
frank,
Kyle Mayers,
see,
but
it's going to be tough for Daryl Mitchell to replicate what Stokes and Pant did in on a wicket in Sylhet in Bangladesh, because Ben Stokes' innings came on fairly batting friendly tracks in England. In England, actually batting fourth is slightly easier to do compared to in the subcontinent. And same with Rishabh Pant's knock coming in Australia. It's easier to chase in
Australia,
England or
England.
Australia than in the subcontinent. So uh, Daryl Mitchell has to do it in the subcontinent. One thing he can draw inspiration from is the innings of, if you remember, Kyle Mayers as an opener. He scored a double hundred in a 400 run chase in Dhaka just, I think, like almost 3 years ago. He played
Yes.
a match-winning innings over there, helping West Indies chase 285 to win on the final day with 7 wickets in hand. This situation is more hopeless though compared to that one, but Daryl Mitchell can has to draw inspiration from that and believe that it is possible to replicate that innings.
Yeah, of course, need support also. Let's see how things will goes on. But now, guys, let's come to IPL, of course, and let me show you the next team, that is Lucknow Super Giants. So, first question from my side, Rahul: how much Lucknow Super Giants will miss Gautam Gambhir as a mentor?
Yeah, they will definitely miss Gautam Gambhir's mentorship. Gambhir always offers a certain kind of intensity to a team that he plays. Although he's not as loud as Virat Kohli, he still offers some intensity to the team.
Yeah, of course. So in the screen, guys, you can see this retained players. So if I talk about retained players, KL Rahul, Quinton Deacock, Nicholas Puran, Devdutt Padikkal. So big question here, Rahul, can Devdutt Padikkal will get the place of top order in this team?
Probably not, in my opinion, because you have KL Rahul and Quinton de Kock opening the batting.
At least
So it's
number
going.
three.
So maybe at number three he can bat. That is possible, but it's again similar situation to Rajasthan Royals, because in Rajasthan Royals also there is a problem with David Padikkal, with whether he should open the batting with Jaiswal or not. Um, there was a bit of a problem over there, and there's another opener in Kyle Mayers as well. So we have to see where David Padikkal will come into this team. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, but if you see the squad, I think team is looking little bit settled. If I talk about bowling, batting unit, KL Rahul, Quinton de Kock, Nicholas Puran, Devdutt Padikkal, Ayush Badoni, Deepak Hooda, Krunal Pandya, Kyle Mayers, Marcus Stoinis, Prerak Mankad, Yadvinder Singh, Charak. So these players have performed pretty well for this team in bowling. Krishnappa Gautam, Mark Wood, Amit Mishra, Yash Thakur, Mohsin Khan, Mayank Yadav, Amit Mishra, and Navin Ulak. So, Rahul, I think all the retained players are particularly correct. You have retained them, you are giving the chance because they have performed well for your team and your team qualifying back to back in playoffs.
Yeah, it's generally that's what happens. I mean, if you make a playoffs or you go deep in a tournament, you'll see more retained players on the list compared to otherwise. But and that's what Lucknow Super Giants has done. Let's see if they trust KL Rahul as captain still, because Krunal Pandya actually did take over from KL Rahul later on in the season. So let we have to see if they will still go with KL Rahul as the captain.
Yeah. Okay, so if I see the purse of this Lucknow Super Giants, only 13 crores remaining, and you have to pick six players, two overseas. So let me show you the overseas also, which overseas are there and what is the requirement. I think they are going for replacement. Of course, they have Marcus Stoinis, they have Nicholas Puran, they have Quinton Deacock, and they have Mark Wood. And yeah, they have good bowlers according to conditions. If they want spinners, then they have some good spinners like Krunal Pandya is there. So overall, this team looks balanced as of now. They need replacements now, right, Rahul?
Yeah, overall this team looks pretty balanced at the moment. But maybe a few more players, one or two more players, they get in their team, they'll be fairly strong.
Okay, so Rahul, any guess for two overseas? Means here I am seeing Quentin de Kock, Nicholas Puran as a replacement of keeper Kyle Mears, Marcus Stoinis, and then there is Navinullah Mark Wood. So which player they are thinking? Means in 13 CR, I think if you are picking some player in a base price, so I think maybe in base price they want to see some player. Otherwise, youngster is coming.
Yeah, definitely. They'll have to figure out which overseas players have to play, yeah, in the playing 11, and maybe if it doesn't work out, they'll have to find some youngsters to play.
Yeah. Okay. So, guys, today there's one more news is coming. The base price is fixed for some players. So let me show you that also. That will gives you some idea. Means which player should come to which team according to requirement. So Rahul, if I talk about some good players like Mohammad Nabi, Moses Hendricks, Chris Lean. Rahul, what is the future of Chris Lean? Means he's not yet in a good form in Big Bash. In IPL also he's dropped down. Maximum times he's plays for KKR, but in KKR they have good openers already. Jason Roy, Gurbaz. So which team Chris Lean can be picked?
It's going to be very interesting to see which team picks Chris Lynn. Maybe one fit for him will be RCB, because I think RCB will be a big fit for him, because playing in Chinnaswamy Stadium and being an opener, you have the chance to give RCB a flying start. Right now, they've got Virat Kohli and Faf du Plessis opening the
Yeah,
batting, but
Virat
both
can
of
play
them are,
number three.
yeah, either Faf at number three or Virat Kohli at number three. One of these can go, players can go down to number three, and they can, and that'll really make
Yeah, of
RCB a
course.
little bit stronger at the top of the order. So I think RCB would be a good fit for him.
Okay, talking about Mohammad Nabi, Rahul, if I see the Delhi Capitals team, they want some heaters also. They want good all-rounders also. So can Mohammad Nabi be picked by Delhi Capitals? That will be a good pick. Mohammad Nabi,
Yes,
good hitter
definitely.
and spinner also.
Yeah, that Mohammad Nambi would be a good fit for Delhi Capitals, in my opinion. And they would like to have a player like him in their team, no doubt.
Kane Richardson, another interesting means if you want to do fast bowler shopping, I think RCB can pick him. Kane Richardson. You want good fast bowlers.
If I'm not wrong, I think Richardson has played for RCB before, maybe in the past at some point.
Yeah.
I'm not.
So I if I see some teams who need a good fast bowler, so in that way RCB is there. Daniel Sams means Rahul. Very sad story for Daniel Sams. Daniel Sams is champion player of Big Bash League with a bat with a ball, but no impact in IPL. So can Daniel Sams will get any prize or unsold?
Perhaps Mumbai Indians will buy him back. Perhaps they will buy him back. I'm not
Well, Hardik
sure.
Pandya is coming as an all-rounder. Do you think
Mm,
they put
Or
Green out of the
maybe Gujarat
contest?
Titans will take him. That's a possibility. Maybe Gujarat Titans will take him. Maybe even CSK might try for Daniel Sams. Who knows?
And another
Because we
BBL
have given
star,
up.
Daniel Worrell.
I think we have sold Ben Stokes and Kyle Jamieson, both of them. I'm not sure if Jamieson is there or not, but we can definitely do with another pace bowling all rounder like Daniel Sams. But
And
it's quite normal for a lot of players from the Big Bash League to come to the IPL and not perform as good. I don't think. I mean, it's been a regular pattern, so I don't think it's peculiar to any particular player from Australia.
Okay, so if I talk about another player that is Tom Curran, I think Delhi Capitals won't pick him because already in one season Tom Curran was responsible for a Delhi Capital loss. That was the year 2021 where we lost to CSK. So Tom Curran can't be got into the Delhi Capitals. Well, Delhi Capitals already have good bunch of fast bowlers. If I talk about KKR and RCB, they need good fast bowlers. So if I see so many fast bowlers, one of these can come to KKR and RCB.
Yeah, definitely. I think KKR should try to get Tom Curran into their team. It wouldn't be a bad option.
Yeah, who knows? Current brothers can play for Punjab also because Punjab is really different story. Anything can
Yeah,
happen.
definitely would be pretty unique for two brothers to be playing on the same team. You don't see that too often.
Yeah, in IPL we have not seen yet. Okay, so another interesting player is Chris Jordan, means released by Mumbai Indians. Well, practical thinking, if according to 2020 Rahul, I'm really disappointed with Chris Jordan. Chris Jordan is like a run machine for a batsman. I mean, batsman enjoys when Chris Jordan comes to bowl. This is the story of this player.
To be frank, Chris Jordan actually hasn't done too badly in the T20 Blast in the 100 or in the Big Bash League in Australia, but he doesn't do well in league franchise cricket in the subcontinent. He's been very ordinary, and he's done very badly in the IPL too. He's been terrible with RCB, terrible with CSK, and terrible with Mumbai Indians as well. And that too, being terrible with Mumbai Indians and CSK, two franchises which really, bring the best out of players. It really shows that he's not good enough, and it
Yeah.
clearly shows that. And it's time for him to go unsold in the IPL. I don't think any team will want him.
Yeah, another interesting choice is David Malan. David Malan, once he was number one T20 batsman for 2 years during COVID times. So, Rahul, David Malan, which team you are thinking means can CSK pick it?
See, CSK already has some batsmen who are good at, grinding in the middle overs, are run accumulators. David Malan is similar to that. And we already have Devon Conway, we have Ruturaj Gaikwad and Ajinkya Rahane who bat relatively conservatively. I feel we don't need another batsman like that in David Malan.
And there is a comeback of Corey Anderson and Colin Munro after so many years. They are coming back after 4 5 years. So, is there any impact, any team for them to pick Corey Anderson, good with a bat and ball, and Colin Munro, a stylish player?
To be frank, I have a feeling they will go unsold in
Yeah,
the
me
tournament. I
too.
don't think there are going to be too many takers for them, especially Corey Anderson. Although he played Major League Cricket last year, it's he hasn't played a whole lot of franchise cricket. So, I find it hard to see them getting picked by any IPL team.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Question from Harshit is asking, can Stark play full season? Yes, of course. Team is preparing for T20 World Cup, so he will play, no doubt. Okay, another player that is Jimmy Nisham. I will love to see Jimmy Nisham in Delhi Capitals. What an impactful player with a bat and with a ball. I would love to see.
Yeah, definitely. Although Jimmy Neesham is a little bit past his prime in ODI cricket, but he can still offer something in T20 cricket. And I think Delhi Capitals should try for him. Perhaps even Kolkata Knight Riders could try to get Jimmy Neesham into their squad. So
Jimmy
let's see.
Nisham, Team Saudi. Team Saudi released from KKR, already played for Royal Challengers Bangalore. Let's see which team will pick Team Saudi. It is really interesting. Uh, Colin Ingram. Colin Ingram once played for Delhi Capitals and we qualified for playoffs, finals also during Shreyas year was captain. So let's see Colin Ingram can come or not. But one of the important player Rahul Vahindu Hasranga means this quality leg spinner. Those team who pick it will definitely love it. So Waindu Hasranga, which team should take it, Rahul? Which team has good chances? Waindu Hasranga.
To be frank, RCB should be doing everything to keep Vanindu Hasaranga in their team. He is an absolute start bowler and he can contribute with the bat as well. RCB should be finding a way to keep him. Perhaps the other teams that could try for him are Mumbai Indians, maybe Delhi Capitals, and Kings 11 Punjab.
Yeah. Another is Surfan Rutherford. He was also played for Delhi Capitals. Jason Holder. Yes, Jason Holder means past or prime. I think I will not be surprised if Jason Holder is unsold.
Mm,
He-
yeah, I won't be surprised either if Jason Holder is unsold, especially after last year. I know it's a different format, but in the ODI World Cup qualifiers, he bowled very badly in the super over to cost New Zealand, sorry, West Indies the match.
Yeah. Now it comes to 2 crore base price. Rahul, is this a crime to give Harshal Patel 2 crore base price? Harshal Patel means a running spinner. Harshal Patel 2 CR base price.
To be frank, Harshal Patel needs to go unsold in the IPL
Yeah.
auction as well. He's simply, he's been Purple Patel. He has simply leaked too many runs to, be picked by any IPL franchise.
Okay, so Rahul, can Shardul Thakur come back to CSK now? 2 CR base price, can CSK pick Shardul Thakur? And there will be another partnership of Chahar and Shardul Thakur in CSK.
Mm, yeah, I think they can be picked for their base price. Shardul Thakur, he can get picked by an IPL team. I'm not sure which team will choose him, though, because to be honest, Shardul Thakur does get very lucky with taking wickets. Uh, to be very frank, his wickets are not usually through good bowling. I'm not sure which team will take him. Maybe it could be Delhi Capitals that might take him, or maybe he stays with the KKR. Could be either of those.
Yes. And well, now limelight is Australian champion player Cummins, Stark, Hazelwood, Smith, Head, English. So these are few good players that is really watchable for us. Pat Cummins, most probably KKR, I guess. Hazelwood, most probably, who know, Hazelwood will be picked by Ricky Ponting in Delhi Capitals. Travis Head will also picked by Ricky Ponting because they loves Australian very much. Already they have David Warner, Michelle Marsh. So Rahul, can we think that at least two Australian is going to play for Delhi Capitals? At least two. Head or Hazelwood or Cummins, who knows?
I think Cummins and Hazelwood and Head all have a good chance of making it into an IPL team. I think into any team. I think they're all very valuable players in their own ways.
Yes. Koidze, Riley Rosso. I think Riley Rosso will be unsold, right? Rahul means really pathetic performance from him. Not that much impactful in IPL. Riley Rosso.
Yeah, definitely. I doubt Riley Rosso making it to any IPL team. Perhaps maybe Sunrisers Hyderabad. They might be the ones to pick Riley Rosso.
One leg spinner is also there, Mujibur Rahman. So let's see Mujib, which team we can get. Who knows? Mujib will be picked by Sunrisers Hyderabad. They dropped Rakil Hussain. They dropped Adil Rashid. So maybe Mujibur Rahman can come into as a leg spinner. But Rahul, after time out, Matthews is coming. So he will be timed out or someone will pick him.
Sorry, can you please repeat the question?
I am saying after timed out, Matthews is one and only player who was timed out in World Cup in his career. So can he be timed out by the franchises or getting some call? Angelo Matthews.
He might get a call. It really depends on what.
I think Delhi can also pick it. Means good bowler. He can bowl, he can
Only
bat.
fitting if Delhi Capitals chooses Angelo Matthews. Actually, Delhi was the venue where Angelo Matthews got timed out. So I guess
Yeah, good observation. Yeah, so really embarrassing. But Rahul, in this two sets, there are so many fast bowlers. So many fast bowlers is there. So not possible for all the fast bowlers to be picked by each and every team because some team have already good fast bowlers. So let's see how the things will goes on. Really excited. So before that, there is WPL auction. Rahul, here you are excited for WPL also, or only
hmm,
IPL?
uh, well, actually, WPL kind of goes a little bit under the radar compared to IPL. I've not really followed the WPL too much, to be very frank.
Yeah, I know few cricket analysts or cricket fans know that tomorrow is W means Women Big Bash League final. Very few. I think Rahul also don't know.
I think I'm aware of it. I knew the women's Big Bash League was going on, but I kind of forgot the schedule a little bit, so I wasn't sure
So
when
tomorrow
that.
is a final between Adelaide Strikers and another team is let me check.
I
I
think it
forget.
was
Brisbane Heats. Brisbane Heats
Brisbane Heat.
versus
Yes.
Adelaide Strikers. Yeah. So let's see. There is only five teams in WPL. So let's see how interesting will be this IPL. But yes, we will get so many things, so many spices in this IPL, of course. And our team India is going to select some good players. Hope that Rishabh Pant will prove himself in IPL, not only for T20 World Cup, for his whole career. This IPL
Yeah,
will be career defining for this captain.
absolutely.
I think Rahul Pant should be the captain. I don't see him in replacement. I think Ponting will back him. Their bonding is really great.
Yes, absolutely. You can even call them punting. It's a
Yeah,
punt and
punting.
ponting, punting.
Yeah, yeah, punting. Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah. And a name is started from R also. Ricky and Rishabh. Ricky Rishabh. RR. Yeah, let's see. Well, I am okay with David Warner captaincy, but Rishabh Pant is different. Means his ability to talk behind the mic and appreciate a bowler, that is really great. And evolution of Kuldeep Yadav is one of the reasons because of Rishabh Pant captaincy. Because when he came to Delhi Capitals, he got some confidence and he got call up from Indian team also. He has good World Cup also. So we have to say that is some credit to Delhi Capitals. Otherwise, Kolkata have done nothing good for with Kuldeep Yadav. They dropped him, and I don't know means what Kolkata was doing with Kuldeep Yadav. We all are saying always all the time, play with Kuldeep, but they are not listening.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's see. But now KKR have Gautam Gambhir, and Gautam Gambhir when with management, then it is almost confirmed they will qualify for playoff. We all know
Yeah, yeah,
he is
they can really
genius.
be. Of course, they have to really improve their team at the auction though, because they are, a little bit weak at the moment. So they still have some ways to go.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so thank you very much, guys, and we have eye on Bangladesh versus New Zealand. Is there any miracle is remaining, or Bangladesh is going to make a history? History under the captaincy of Shanto. A big day for Bangladesh. No Shakib Al Hasan, and you are playing like a champion. Wow, great.
Yeah, absolutely. Or maybe it's because of Shakib Al Hasan that they are playing like this. Who knows?
Because of Shakib. Yeah, it happens when there is controversy in the team. Team are playing very seriously. It happens sometime. Sometime incident changes you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Rahul, and
Thank you.
see you tomorrow. And we will have a good talk about Big Bash also. Big Bash is starting from 7th December, so we will cover it also. So till then,
Yes,
guys, thank you
absolutely.
very much. And India win the series. Let's see the high scoring game in Bangalore. In Bangalore, run feast is there. Another run feast.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much. Goodbye.
Good night.